Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Star Wars Rebels Season 2, Episode 20, The Mystery of Chopper Base. Does that mean they called the base Chopper Base because Chopper found it for them? Because that will make me very happy in his honour, this beautiful base. So excited for this episode, I absolutely adore this show. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, and let's go. Oh.
Kick your blade up. You know that's my move.
I'm so proud.
I think she just meant you're even better now.
I'll take it. Hey! You never turn your back on an enemy.
He's just worried about you. They're facing a huge threat. And the worst thing is that the reality is they're gonna have to fight like this sooner rather than later, and that's the last thing you want for those you love.
Finally have a place to call home.
Oh.
Trust me, Hera. I'm excited. This is my excited face.
Yeah, very nice.
This shipment was due hours ago. So I can expect them to be late all the time then.
The best duo ever.
Our scouts found a fresh water source deep underground.
What mystery is gonna be here?
Hey, get away from that.
So cute.
This planet may be hot.
Get away from that.
Oh god.
What are you guys doing over there?
Why? I have so many questions about why. Of all the kind of creatures that could be here on
Finally coming together.
my home for my babies.
A base. So when do you leave?
As soon as Ahsoka gets back. We can't run from the Inquisitors forever.
I figured it was something like that, with all that training.
This is huge.
What you've accomplished.
I love the little snail guys. Chopper, you are such an idiot! Is he chasing them?
Hey, Ezra. Just getting a little fresh air and privacy.
They've got a little home. This is so cute. Why are there giant spiders on this planet to ruin everything?
Or something.
Oh no.
Behind you.
Why?
You think
How many planets are there with giant spiders? Why are there so many planets with giant spiders?
Get off me, you lousy troll!
At least they seem to take people alive. How the frick do you kill these bitches? Okay. They don't like the sensor. Is that why they attack? Are they just protecting their home from the sensors that they don't like? Because we have invaded their homes, but they're also really gross giant spiders, so kill them all.
I'll guard the ship.
We need you, Zeb. Chopper, stay here and keep the ghost ready for takeoff.
More than 2 legs is just excessive.
I mean, I can probably take 3 legs, but even 4 legs is fine if you don't, you know, make them look spidery. The minute you make them look spidery, I have a problem. Doesn't matter if it's with 2 legs, but it looks like a spider. Rather them than me.
We've got to get used to not having them around.
Yeah. No, but not for long. I don't like the family splitting up. Better just be for the end of the season.
Let me try to connect with it.
Oh yeah, can you have a chat with the evil spider creatures?
Trust me.
I mean, I do think that the sensors are disturbing their home and they don't like them. I don't think they're evil necessarily, but at the same time, they're giant spiders. And I am team let's kill them all. Hoover them up, squish them. My strategy is get somebody else to deal with it the one time.
More common sense. I had common sense before you started teaching me.
We can argue about this later. Come on.
It's actually true.
Subject when I start winning.
I don't like the looks of this.
No? Oh no. Those are all spiders.
Are those eggs?
I could really use a hand over here.
This is so like the frozen planet they ended up on in The Mandalorian. Oh my god. It's the worst thing Grogu's ever eaten. What about the pilot? Remember aim at the eyes? Why are so many of your shots going high?
They're boxing us in.
Look, we don't want to disturb you. You don't want to disturb us. We're still not reaching a point where we're able to cope without Jedi necessarily.
I wouldn't stand.
Ah. So hurry up, please.
Place is infested.
Let's find a base on a different planet. Oh my god.
I'm at full power. They must have glued us down.
Well, we're
Jesus.
here, right?
This is so that Mandalorian episode. You know, this episode was called Chopper Base. And I was like, woo, Chopper. Now it's going to be like my least favourite episode of Rebels.
All over us.
I think I know why they didn't attack the base. Look! See that marker?
Frequency.
When I was dice are out there, the creatures wouldn't come
Poor
any
Dicer, they've just left her for dead.
Markers.
We got a breach. They're coming in the airlock.
Well, I think I have an idea.
The most frightening thing in the galaxy, it's not Sith Lords. I mean, it probably is racist, but it's how many giant spiders there are.
Hera out front lane cover fire. Sabine, you're on the ramp. Kanan,
He's grown so
What am I doing on
much.
the ramp?
Chopper, run! You're too pure for this.
2.
It's gotta be something like the... Whoa! It's gotta be something like... Guys! Seriously, guys? It's gotta be the frequency they don't like or something. Can't we replicate it? He's wrestling a giant spider. I don't need this in my life. God bless you, Sabine. Yes, you didn't throw her over a mountain. No. Get to it, get to it. Hug it. It's your new best friend.
We're clear. Get us out of here.
Fuck you, spiders. Uh-huh. And I will take one with me everywhere I go.
Better go talk to
Why? What's wrong?
Kanan.
We're gonna be okay. You know that, right?
You realize I know when you're lying, right?
But the truth is, no one can know if we'll be okay or not.
I wanted us to face it together.
We'll see each other again. I promise.
Doing what's right is not always doing the easy thing. Some creatures are just
We
bastards.
won't be friends.
I love you for trying.
Ahsoka?
Oh, it's leaving time
See, the base
stress.
is coming along nicely.
That's just...
These creatures almost ruined it, though.
Oh, ominous music to end the episode. Okay, so it's probably going to be my least favourite episode of Star Wars Rebels because of the giant spiders. I can deal with them more when they're clearly animated, but I just don't like it. I'm glad that the base is very secure, but I would also... Can I get some of those sensors to put around my house? Because... in general, this was a really... I'm trying to think of the positive of the episode other than spiders, because if it had been lizards, brilliant episode. The idea of the Jedi splitting off because the Inquisitors constantly track them and find them and they need to figure out how and why and face them once and for all. I really respect that mission. I think it makes sense because we know they're being tracked somehow, and if they stay with the fleet, then the fleet will get tracked. In a permanent base would get tracked. But it is really heartbreaking to think of this team, this group splitting up. It makes sense, I get it, I support it, but it breaks my heart as well. And I think you can see that with the characters. Some of them are trying to put on a brave face, some of them are letting their feelings show. Because they aren't just going on a supply run, it's not just an everyday mission that they're going on. This mission could take weeks, this mission could take years, they could die in the first day. They are going to face the Inquisitors, and I presume that means Vader as well, because he's not going to just sit back and let this, like, you know, he means business, and they mean business as well. Clearly they're not going to kill Vader. And even Kanan kind of suggesting that, like, the key thing is to survive. I suppose the end goal must be to stop the Inquisitors, yes, but to stop them from being able to track Jedi so effectively or something. But no matter what, they're preparing to fight for the death, and it's one thing to first look on their training and be really proud of how far they're both coming, both within their roles, within their partnership, and as people, individuals, and as Jedi, and then the realization sitting in that very soon they are once again going to be putting these skills to life and death test. Glad Ahsoka's going with them, but I am stressed. Again, I know Ahsoka survives. I'm kind of presuming, because this show is somewhat aimed at kids, that everyone will survive, but keeping everything crossed and touching wood, because I don't actually think that that is a definite surety I can have. Ahsoka's survival is pretty much something I can be sure is going to happen. I've seen her after this, obviously. Oh, stress. And then the significance of what this base means for the rebels, because they've been, ever since they kind of, you sign up with the rebellion, you more or less do not have a home. They have their ships, and I think the ships do count as a home. You know, the Ghost is the home for our rebel crew. But when you have this wider rebellion, having a wider community, it is really important to have somewhere that is safe, somewhere that you can go back to, somewhere that if things go wrong you can retreat to, and when things go well you can celebrate at. So I really love that, and I love the idea that they called it Chopper Base. They didn't, I don't think, say that in the episode at all, it was just in the title. But yes, brilliant episode. It's quite a stressful episode, even if you remove the spiders, because of it was kind of just constantly foreshadowing and alluding to what was coming next, and I'm stressed about that. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, so I will be on season 3 on Patreon right now if you're watching this on YouTube, and thank you so much for watching.